I'm Vivian Siskin. I'm a clinical professor at the University of Maryland, and I'm also owner of the Siskin Stuttering Center in McLean, Virginia, and we see people in the Washington, D.C. area. The first thing I want to say is, no, I'm not a person who stutters, but I've been working for more than 4 decades with people who stutter, and I've learned most of what I know about stuttering from people who stutter. I'm going to talk today a little bit about struggle. I'm going to demystify the notion of struggle, and people can figure out what that is and what part of the stuttering pattern it is, and also provide some ways to maybe reduce struggling if people want to do that. Let's see. Oh, I love the question, pseudo-stuttering. Okay, so somebody asked me about pseudo-stuttering or voluntary stuttering, and I love to talk about that. So in the concept of arts, voluntary stuttering is a little bit different than it might be in other places. So most people know when you stutter on purpose or you voluntary stutter, it brings down the fear and you automatically have more fluency. That's not a secret. And so it temporarily gives you more fluency. Some people say, isn't that a good way to desensitize to stuttering so that you'd be more apt to open stutter? I don't know. I don't think it does that. For people who are covert, I think the fear is losing control, not controlling your stuttering. When you're voluntary stuttering, you have control over it, and it's not evoking the same fear you have when you lose control. And so for me, voluntary stuttering is very important, but it's very important more from an identity perspective. And so instead of voluntary stuttering when you struggle a lot, voluntary stutter when you don't, to show yourself as a person who stutters when you don't have to. That's the identity piece. And so in the concept of arts, voluntary stuttering is very important to give up fluency, if that makes any sense, so that you can show yourself as a person who stutters and reinforce that identity. If you really want to desensitize, you've got to do the thing you fear in small doses.